Mainstream media ain't shit. America ain't shit. We all know this. Whether if you be African American or African, we all know. Alright, my people. We have been bamboozled and led astray. This video here is going to be a message to my African brothers and sisters in the native lands and our motherlands, whether it be South America or Africa. Okay. Now, in mainstream media, they would like you to believe that African Americans are these snobs, these arrogant assholes. Some of us are. Some of us are. There are those brainwashed few. But the unification between our countries is necessary and vital for the survival of the entire race. The unification is vital because buying black, the black dollar, is a lot more valued and a lot more evenly distributed, it's better used when applied to black markets. And yes, we have a bunch of Instagram markets, black markets that people are advertising. Yes, we have a resurgence of black-owned businesses in America now, but America as a whole is not a black market. Africa is. But you may say, oh, well, you know, the Chinese are buying up everything in Africa. Yeah, they are. The Europeans and Chinese been doing that for years. Do you know why? Think about it. It's not hard to understand. It's not hard to understand why Africa, every continent, every country buys up land and resource, everything in Africa more than anywhere else. Why is that? Apparently there's something there. I also have mentioned the currency exchange, and I received some kickback for the currency exchange video that I made, a 1-minute clip. And people are saying, oh, well, you shouldn't move just based off the currency exchange. Duh, you dummy. I didn't think I would have to say that. It's about sparking the mind into doing research into your own personal situation. So what works for me to go over there may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. So we have to do the research on our own personal situations. Because apparently the post did what it was supposed to do, 16,000 views in a little over 24 hours. Right? Over almost 200 comments, people discussing this without me even saying anything. Right? So, what are we doing? We know our American dollar is valued higher there. We know we'll be treated better because the majority of people there look like us and there is no black on white there. Matter of fact, I take that back. The numbers are in our favor. Seeing as how 90% of the people there look like us, I would rather deal with those odds than deal with the ones we have here in America. You feel what I'm saying? So, what are we doing? See, this is the thing. People will find something to complain about in regard to relocation because they've grown complacent and comfortable in America, where a black person cannot walk down the street to the liquor store without worrying about they're going to be shot and killed by the same people that's supposed to be protecting them. So what is there to complain about? Build a business in the US and use that income over there. If you cannot do that, okay, let's say you work a 9-to-5 job. Save some money, save up an adequate amount of money to where you can, no, cancel that. Save up an adequate amount of money and do your research on what it would take to get a job there or get a job, something substantial there, so that way when you arrive, you have income. Because here's the thing, they do very well appreciate African Americans that are coming over there to contribute to their economy. Whether if you're buying land or you're coming over there to teach, do your research. So it's not about having millions of dollars, having this, that, and the third. It's about just making smart moves and doing the research to fit your own specific situation. For me, I'm a multi-business owner. I can apply the money that I get from these businesses and buy property over there. Solved for me. That may not work for somebody else that works a 9-to-5 job. That may not work. So do the research and see what fits for you. Now back to my Africans. We love y'all. Do not allow mainstream media to paint a picture that is not of our opinion or expression. That picture was painted with a white agenda. It has been an agenda to keep Africa and African Americans apart since we were brought here. Whether we came willingly or not doesn't matter. It has been an agenda to keep it divided since then. So my question is, what is the real arguing point for you brainwashed people that just find something negative to say? I don't even understand why y'all comment. I don't get it. You ain't got nothing positive to say. You don't want to make the move. You don't want to invest in Africa. You don't want to apply no effort to building the community that you're in. Then shut the fuck up. It don't make me no never mind. You know why? Because even in the times of the civil rights movement, there were those black folks that wanted to just get along. Didn't want to start no trouble, sir. And those same black people got to reap the benefits of the people that actually marched and did the hard work that Dr. King and whoever else was a part of the civil rights movement did. If it was up to me, y'all would not be around. And that's the type of stuff we have to hold accountable. Because those are the brainwashed ones. Those are the ones they're putting on TV for the Africans to see. Those are the ones. If you do your research, some of us went down to South America too when we were brought here. So that's why I also mentioned South America, because all of us did not come from Africa. All of us did not dwell here in America. We have to stop the bullshit. Like, stop the bullshit. Don't talk to me about buying power or the stupidest thing I've heard is things in Africa more expensive than in America, just because the dollar amount in America is valued higher in Africa. Why would the dollar amount in America be higher valued in Africa, but it's more expensive? Whoever says that must have not have traveled. Because if you've traveled, you know $100 in American dollars, what that gets me in America can get me quadruple or more of that anywhere else that has a higher value of currency. So I'm not even talking to those people. I'm talking, my videos are specifically for those open-minded people that are willing to do the research and fit the situation to their own personal lives. That's it. So again, back to my Africans. We love y'all. Mainstream media ain't shit. America ain't shit. We all know this. Whether if you be African American or African, we all know. We all know that there is a division tactic that has been in place, that it is so deeply ingrained that now it has split up black men and black women. It has split up African Americans and Africans. It has split us to the damn root. Side note, you brainwashed ones ain't gonna see it, ain't gonna understand what I'm talking about because you're brainwashed. You ain't gonna even understand that you're brainwashed because you're brainwashed. So do me a favor, do all of us a favor, get out of here. Anyway, look, man, it's love. We need to start loving again. When you walk through grocery stores, when you go out of your house and you see black people, say, hey, how you doing? We used to talk to each other. Now, you got people, black people, tiptoeing past each other in the store like we don't want to be seen by each other. Then we wonder, oh, well, I wonder why they didn't say hi to me. I wonder why. What if they are wondering the same exact thing? Understand that most of us just want somebody to take the initiative to say something. And if I gotta get rejected 10,000 times just to meet that one black person that's gonna be like, oh, hey brother, how you doing? You know, I'm such and such, this, that, and the third. It ain't even gotta go that far. How you doing today? Oh, I'm doing good, how you doing? Okay, cool. Good positive interactions in our race, in our community is needed. And us ignoring it and avoiding it is only building up the anger. Obviously, how many times have you went into a store or any type of establishment where a black person was behind the counter, or a black person security guard or whatever, and they had a terrible attitude towards other black people? I see more black people with terrible attitudes towards other black people than I do when they see white people. In particular, I'm sorry to say it, but black women, y'all attitudes be terrible when y'all be cashiers in a fast food restaurant or a security guard. I'm sorry, but it'd be terrible. And I'm not saying it's all of y'all, but it's a high percentage. And I wish it wasn't that way, because I would love nothing more than to see a sister or one of my brothers and just be like, hey, how you doing, brother? How you doing? You having a good day today? And just have a conversation or just say hi. But you know what you get met with? I'm good. And then as soon as a white person come walking up right behind me, now all of a sudden that same person got manners. Ain't that something? And look, man, we have to break the narratives. Stop waiting for everybody else to do it. It is on us. It is on us. White people, they goddamn race is phasing out little by little because interracial dating, the black gene is way more powerful than the white gene. So little by little they getting phased out. And you know what they trying to do in response to that? They trying to kill us off using police. They trying to, you know, what they doing right now to Hispanic people is just, I don't understand how anybody could support Trump. And look what they are doing to these people, man. Those are people. And if they are willing to do that to them, what you think they gonna do to us? I mean, y'all, the problem is we are sitting by and waiting our turn. We are just sitting by and waiting our turn for them to put us right back in slavery times. What you gonna do? What would you do right now if a cop came and kicked in your door? I'm asking you, my brother, what would you do if a cop came right now and kicked in your door and slapped your wife in the mouth, kicked your kid field goal kick across the damn room and hit you with a gun? What then? That's what you gonna wait for? That's what it's gonna take for you to wake up? Cause you know these white folks is capable. What you gonna do late at night when you and your wife out on a date night, right? You and your wife out on a date night, and y'all done had a great night. You coming back to the house, and a police officer pull you over a block away from your house, tell you to get up out the car, slam you against the car, take your woman out the car and rape her. What you gonna do? These are real questions. What you gonna do? Don't ask me what would I do, because they're going to give me the death penalty. And it's easy to say, hey man, try me. But this is the things we need to think about. We ain't thinking no more. That's the problem. We just sitting around and waiting our turn. Right now, they got Hispanic people by the damn nuts, and it's only a matter of time. And guess what? When that time comes, I'm not trying to goddamn be nowhere in this damn country, because either they gonna kill me or they gonna give me the death penalty. It's one way or the other. The system is set up for us to fail completely. Understand that. So all this waiting, talking about, oh, well, my ancestors did all this work in America. Your ancestors were stolen and brought here and were forced to build an economy that was not for them. And now it's showing, because now the economy that we built as black people, they trying to get us out of here. I'm not talking about just getting us back to Africa. That we need to go back. I'm talking about murdering us. I'm talking about throwing us in jails for nothing for 35 years and then letting us out. Oh, well, we sorry. We made a mistake. You know how many brothers got thrown in prison for crimes they didn't even commit? And then they let them out 30 years later. Oh, we sorry. We didn't know. Y'all better wake up, man. Y'all better wake up. Better wake up and wake up quick. And because this is why we need to build our relationship with our native brothers and sisters in Africa. This is why. Because if we continue to let the narrative build and let the perception build that African Americans are just as evil as white Americans, then they gonna continue to be like, oh, well, we don't want them here. Because they look at us as the same as the white people. Don't see how it's being used against us? Do you understand what would happen if we took our dollar, the black dollar, and completely removed it from America and started trying to build it in other places? The goddamn economy would collapse. The whole America would goddamn collapse. They wouldn't know what to do. It's going to be a whole lot of negotiations then. You're going to see a whole lot of new laws passed. It's going to be a whole lot of negotiations. It's going to be a whole lot of stuff. But we are too cowardly, too fake, too temporary minded to do anything. before I offend too many people, I'm going to go on and continue on with my plan. Those who have interest, do the research and follow the movement. Those who choose to bring negativity, I don't care nothing about you, black or white. I don't care. Don't bring no negativity over here. Because see, I understand that it's going to be a lot of black folks that's going to get left behind. Rightfully so. Because some of y'all don't let yourselves get brainwashed to the point of no return. And that's your fault. Keep the faith, stay strong. I'm gone.
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up.